Hey guys, welcome back to my beginner's guide to DFO video. In this video, we'll start talking about what's in Hindenmeyer and going a little bit in depth with some of the things in this game. So, first things first, class trainers. When you get out of Elvingard, you'll be asked to talk to Punjin, and you'll also be asked to talk to your class trainer. Now, GSD will be the class trainer for Slayers, Punjin for both fighters, Kiri will teach both the gunners, Sharon for both mages, Grandis will teach priests, and Minette will help thieves. When you need to buy skills and advance your class, these will be the people that you will talk to. Now, as you would expect in an MMO, there are plenty of NPCs in the game. However, some NPCs are special and you should take a few notes on them. So, aside from your NPCs that can sell you equipment and potions, you got some others that can do extra things. The NPC Loton can disassemble your equipment. When you disassemble, you get clear cube fragments, which are used for a variety of things, but most importantly, some of your skills will use clear cube fragments. However, depending on the weapon grade, you can get some other items as well. White named equipment will give you only clear cube fragments. Blue named equipment will give you clear cube fragments and a colored cube fragment. Purple named equipment will give you clear cube fragments, as well as low-grade elemental crystals. Sometimes they have a chance to give you gold cube fragments. Sometimes you can have a critical disassemble, meaning you get a lot more colored cube fragments or low-grade elemental crystals than before. It's recommended that you disassemble blue named equipment that you're not using and sell the white named equipment. Next we have Kiri. Now Kiri can reinforce your equipment. Reinforcing costs gold and Ryan coats. Now, reinforcing is all based on luck. Some people just really hate Kiri. Anyways, from +0 to +3, it's guaranteed that you'll succeed. You cannot fail this at all. From +4 to +7, if you fail, the reinforcement will go down by 1. From +8 to +10, failing will bring the reinforcement down by 3. Now, if you attempt to +11 or anything higher and you fail, then the item will break. So it's very risky. Reinforcing weapons will increase piercing damage, which is damage that goes through armor and defense. Reinforcing armor will increase the physical defense of your character. Reinforcing accessories is pretty much the same thing as armor, but instead of physical defense, you increase your magic defense. Now, this is really important. Do not reinforce at low levels. You can start reinforcing at around levels 45 to 50 or so. And even then, don't reinforce your armor. Just don't. Only reinforce your weapon. Now, before you reinforce, check to make sure that your class can actually use the reinforcement. Some classes do fixed damage, so reinforcing a weapon would not really impact their damage all that much. And now the very last NPC that I'll talk about for right now is Roger Levin. Now Roger Levin can help you craft some items, which you can use in recipes as well as some quests. To craft the items, you need to bring Roger some materials and some gold. Now you won't actually craft items all that much unless you're into the whole crafting recipes things. It's probably more important like near the end game when you need to actually craft some chronicle items, but that's end game, so for the most part you probably won't talk to Roger all that much. Now then, starting at level 10, you can collect titles. Titles are equipment that you can use to display a unique animation above your characters, as well as give bonus stats. You can get titles by either clicking on feature quests that give title rewards, or by going into your title book and clicking on the grayed out title. You must be at the correct level to get the quest though. So, if you try to click on a random title, you know, and you're like just starting out like at level 10, then you won't really be able to do the quest to get that title. So, yeah. Anyways, in the title book, you'll have some tabs, but the most important part is the general tab, because when you get every single title in a level section, that increases your stats. in the special tab, when you complete a title section, it will just give you a new emoticon. So the main thing you want to focus on in the title book is the general tab. Now at level 20, this is where things start to get just a little bit more interesting, because at this point you can go to your class trainer and choose to advance to a subclass. You'll be directed to a screen and you can click on a subclass to see a showcase video. Once you've chosen a subclass, you just need to do a few simple quests and you'll be on your way to having new skills and maybe even a new playstyle. Also at level 20, you can start to get professions. You can choose to be an alchemist, disassembler, animator, or enchanter. Alchemists make potions such as healing potions or stat potions. You will have to talk to Lorianne and complete a quest to become an alchemist. To make potions, you will have to get recipes. Once you have a recipe, you'll learn it forever, so you don't have to keep on getting the same recipe. You can learn the recipes up to 2 levels above your current professional level. To level up, you must make potions. You know, clear them out. Any items that are marked green are safe to make and get experience. An item that is marked yellow or red has a chance to fail, but succeeding in making it will give you more experience. Items that are marked yellow or red are the recipes that are above your current level. Items marked gray can still be made, but they will not give you any experience. Gray items are usually that way because your professional level is 2 levels higher than the item level. To make potions, you'll need to get profession items, which you can get by extracting rare equipment with an extractor. To get the extractor, you'll need to buy the recipe from Lorianne, and then you can start extracting rare equipment. Enchanters use monster cards and materials to enchant equipment with bonus stats. Enchanters can also make beads, which people can use themselves to enchant items. If you want to be an enchanter, you have to talk to Sharon. The process of enchanting is basically the same as the process for alchemists making potions. You need recipes, you can fail an enchantment if it's higher than your profession level, and so on and so forth. Enchanters can extract mana solvents from rare equipment. Animators can make NPCs, which are dungeon fighters that you can use to help you. You will need to talk to Iris Fortune Singer to get started on becoming animator. And just like the previous professions, the process is the same. You need recipes, you can fail to make an NPC, etc, etc. Animators can extract rare equipment for dungeon fighter spirits. Disassemblers are the only people who don't follow the same step as the previous professions. You have to talk to Loton to get started. Once you become a disassembler, you can start using your very own machine to disassemble equipment, eliminating the need to walk to Loton every time you want to disassemble. You can also put a fee up so that people will have to pay for using your disassembler. After all of your uses are gone, you'll have to go back to Loton to fix it. To level up, your disassembler has to be used. You can level your disassembler up yourself by putting in items that you don't want. It takes a few disassembles to get 1 experience point, so don't be surprised if you put in 1 equipment and don't see an experience point. Disassemblers do not do any extracting. Instead, you can get useful disassembler parts if you were to use your own machine, which you can use to buy mini disassemblers. These mini ones allow you to disassemble 1 equipment while in a dungeon. Another thing to do at level 20 is PvP, or fighting against other players. There are 3 ranks: Vagabond, Gladiator, and Hero, with 10 levels in between. When you first start out, you'll have a window asking which armor set you want along with which weapon you would like to have. You'll notice that your level is now 70 and you have some skills already. In Fair Arena, everybody is the same level with the same type of equipment. In the Vagabond ranks, you'll have a fixed build so that you can get used to PvPing with your character. Once you reach Gladiator 1, you will have full control of your skills and you can decide on which skills you want to pick. Saria will sell you various things which you can buy with arena seals. You can buy armors, weapons, and accessories. But I want you to know, once you reach Gladiator 1 and Gladiator 6, you'll get free Gladiator 1 equipment and Gladiator 6 equipment. Saria will also sell you some Fair Arena Clear Cube fragments, if you want to use those. It's not necessary to buy them, because you can also use your regular Clear Cube fragments. You will also find beads, just like the ones that enchanters can make, but these beads are for your Fair Arena equipment only. You can also buy bead seals, which you can then use to buy beads from Albert in Hindenmeyer. These beads from Albert are used for your in-town gear, not your fair arena gear. You'll see 5 buttons in the upper right hand corner. Fight means you'll go into a room, and then clicking on it again will have you search for opponents to fight. History shows you your battle history, how your win ratio is, how well you do against certain classes, and how many consecutive wins you've gotten so far, or gotten in your PvP history. Missions are basically quests that you can do in PvP to earn experience, arena seals, or even beads. Practice allows you to go into a practice room and fight against a training dummy. You can practice fighting normally or maybe trying some combos out that the game can show you. Return will just bring you back to the previous area. There are several different types of skills in the game. Skills cost skill points, or SP, which you acquire by leveling up. As soon as you level up, you get a set amount of SP, so once you reach level 70, you will have all the SP. Active skills. These skills are colored yellow. These can be either attack skills or buff skills. Passive skills. These skills are colored green. These skills are not used actively by pressing the skill during a command. They are always activated. You don't need to do anything, hence passive. Cancel skills. These are green, meaning that they are passive. However, cancel skills, as I've already talked about in the previous video, allows you to use a skill while you're in the middle of your regular attack. Now, a little interesting thing is, when you subclass, you'll get a new skill as well that you've never seen before. It's the conversion skill. Now when you subclass, you'll get free common skills, but you'll also get this skill. And what this conversion skill does is that every common skill, active skill, by the way, buff skills do not count, every active skill that you can use to attack, you can now convert its properties to be physical or magical depending on how your class is. So if you right click it, you can change it to be physical, meaning the common skills will do physical damage, or you can right click again and make it be magic damage. If you right click it once more and make it normal, then that means the properties of those skills would be what they used to be before. So I mean, if they originally did magic or physical, then they would say magic / physical. Now let's talk a little bit about equipment. There are several ranks an equipment can have, and you can usually see it right away from the equipment name. If it's colored white, it's common and therefore not worth much. If it's blue, that means it's uncommon. You might use some blues when you're a lower level, but after a while, you'll start to just disassemble every blue equipment that you get. Purple equipment are known as rare, but with magic seal items, despite it being considered rare, they will show up quite a bit. Pink items are known as unique, generally better than rare items. Red items, or kind of an orange-red, are known as chronicles. Yellow or yellow-orange kind of items are known as epics. Since these two are more for endgame stuff, you don't have to worry about them for now. On equipments themselves, you'll see how much it weighs. Important to know, as if you have too much weight, you can't pick up items. What kind of item it is. Weapons will have attack speed, how it will affect skills, durability, and the grade it is, just to name a few things. Equipment grade goes like this: inferior, weak, ordinary, exceptional, and superior. Now for the most part, when beginning out, the grade doesn't matter too much. But at level 60 and higher, the grade starts to matter. Before level 60, an ordinary equipment might have a higher stat bonus than an exceptional grade equipment. But during and after level 60, an ordinary equipment will never be better than an exceptional equipment. So, when near the end game, you'll want to look out for exceptional or superior items. Now let's look at magic sealed equipment. While magic sealed items are considered rare equipment due to them having purple names, they drop fairly often, as I've said before. But when you first get them, you can't equip them just yet. To start using them, you'll have to talk to Saria. Saria has 3 options regarding magic seals. The first option is to break the seal, allowing you to equip it or use them for the other options. Once you break the seal, magic seals can have 1 to 3 bonuses. The second option is recasting. To recast, you need at least 2 magic seals that have been broken. Once you put the 2 magic seals in, 2 tabs will appear. The first one, you can choose what equipment type it will be. Maybe a weapon for your class or an armor type of some sort. The other tab is if you want to increase the bonus options or not. You'll have a better chance at having more bonus stats if you pick this option. Does this mean that you're guaranteed to have more bonus stats? No, but you'll get a better chance. Then you press recast and you get your new magic seal. The last option is converting. Okay, say you have a magic seal that you like and want to use, but there's just one stat you don't particularly want. With this third option, you can choose to convert that stat into something else for a small amount of gold. Once you convert that stat, that will be the only one you can convert, but you can convert it as many times as you like. And now, the auction hall. This is where you'll find items to buy, as well as sell your own items. If you're searching for an item and you know the name, or have an idea of the name, then you can just type it in the search bar. There's also a level range, a drop-down menu to choose which rarity you want, as well as a reinforcement range if you're looking for specific equipment. You'll notice that aside from your regular weapons and armors that you can buy, there are also avatars, emblems, and creatures. Avatars are cosmetic and changes the appearance of your character, but they also give out stats. There are 3 different types of avatars: basic, advanced, and rare. Sometimes you'll see event avatars, but those are counted as advanced. Advanced and rare avatars have set bonuses, so the more advanced/rare avatars you have equipped, the more stat bonuses you'll also get. Basic avatars do not have a set bonus. When you click on an avatar, you'll see a preview of how your character would look in the auction hall. Emblems are used for advanced and rare avatars. You'll notice that some avatars have slots in them while others don't. These slots are for emblems, which also increases your stats. For rare avatars, the tops and bottoms can have a bonus emblem slot, which is reserved for platinum emblems only. Basic avatars cannot have emblem slots. Creatures are basically pets, and aside from giving you even more stats, most pets will also have their own creature skills to use. Pets have 3 different artifact slots: a red one, which increases the pet's physical attack, a blue one, which increases the magic attack, and a green one, which either lowers the amount of MP a creature skill uses, or lowers the charge time. Pets gain experience when you clear one room in a dungeon. To the right, you'll see some recommended items that fit your class, but magic seals, for the most part, are usually better than the recommended items. If you want to search only magic sealed items, you can check the upper right corner. This will change the recommended window and preview into a magic seal option search. Here you can search magic seals up to 3 options. The auction hall will only search for items with the options that you chose for it. So if you're only searching for intelligence, then the auction hall would only list items that have intelligence. If you're searching for intelligence and, let's say, magic critical hit aura, then the auction hall would list items that have both intelligence and magical critical hit aura together. If you want to sell an item, you want to click on the register item button in the lower left corner. You then drag the item into the new window. You can put in the bidding price and the buyout price. To help you judge the prices, the window will not only show the average price, but it will also show the top 3 minimum prices that other people are selling it for. This helps you get an idea of how much an item is worth. However, sometimes the price doesn't match the worth of your equipment. It could be worth way more than you think, or it could be worth way less. It's best to look out for which one is worth more and which one is worth less. The last thing I'll talk about is a guild. Guilds are basically your clan, your special group. Being in a guild has some benefits. For one thing, you can get even more stat boosts because guilds can have guild skills, one of them being a stat boost. The other skill is an experience boost, giving you more experience. You can also get life tokens when a guild levels up. Life tokens are items that you can use to revive yourself should you die in a dungeon. And you get to meet new people who can help you out and maybe show you around a little bit as well. In a guild, there are 5 ranks. The guild leader or guild master. This is the person who started the entire guild. The person has full control of the guild. This person can invite members, kick out members, review applications, change guild member ranks, use guild EXP books, update the guild notice, and disband the guild. Guild officers. These people are the ones that the guild leader trusts to help make the guild a really good guild. Guild officers can invite members, kick out members, review applications, change guild member ranks, and update the guild notice. A guild officer cannot make another person into a guild officer. That is reserved for the guild leader only. Also, a guild officer cannot kick out another guild officer. Senior members. These members are allowed to invite people into the guild. Junior members. These members do not have any special privileges. However, it is the lowest rank needed to have the stat experience boost from the guild skills. Recruit. When you are first invited to a guild, this is the rank that you will have. Recruits do not get any of the stat and experience bonuses from guild skills. Now, I don't speak for all guilds, but some guilds will automatically make new recruits into junior members so that the new people can get the guild bonuses. Now, if you want to make your own guild, you need to talk to Bucket in Hindenmeyer and give him 300,000 gold. Then you can choose your name and the guild icon, and you are ready to lead your own guild. To get experience for a guild, blitz points must be spent. 1 blitz point equals out to 1 guild experience point. However, you cannot grind dungeons that are way lower than your current level. Dungeons that are 5 levels below you or 3 levels above you will count. Anything more or less, though, will not count. Leveling up a guild will require gold, and each level up will need more gold than the previous ones. There is also an attendance bonus. The more guild members that log on for the day, the higher the attendance, and at set points, you can receive free guild experience. Above level 10, guild leaders will have to start buying guild experience books, which cost guild points. Guild points can be gotten by entering Southerndale. To enter Southerndale, you must complete 3 matches of Town Invasion, which occurs every Wednesday at 6 PM PST and 9 PM EST, to get Southerndale passes, which are used to enter Southerndale. This is probably all you need to know as of right now. Feel free to check out my written guide if you want to learn more. My written guide has a lot more info that you can check out. Also, check the description or my written guide because there are some useful links that you can use. That's all, folks, and I hope you have a fun time in Dungeon Fighter Online.